Hello everyone, it's me, Shelby from Shelby's Crafty Books and Games, and today I will be continuing a crafting project that I started a few weeks ago and then put on hold, and that is turning a Raven Queen doll into Avatar Yangchen from the Avatar Last Airbender Dawn of Yangchen book. And today I will be doing the face up, which basically means I will be drawing on the face using watercolored pencils, and in between hitting it with Mr. Super Clear to make sure the pencil stays on. So anyway, while I do that, I thought I would do the autumn book tag. So without further ado, let's get started. When it comes to autumn or fall, people seem to have different opinions on when it starts. Some halfway through September, others when the days finally seem cool. But one thing's for sure, orange and red leaves flying through the air and slightly chilly days are great. Not to mention the festive days like Halloween and Thanksgiving. So why not get into the fall mood and do the autumn book tag? I found this tag on ZeeZee with Books website. Their post says it was originally by Silky Knight, but their website sadly is no longer available. If you would like to see the original tag and do this yourself, I will put a link to ZeeZee's with Books version down in the description below. Number 1. Best Autumn Themed Book Cover. I am going to go with A Fairest Hope by S. Lee Pohl. The orange of both the cover and the dress the character is wearing gives off fall vibes to me. It being a Snow White retelling also makes it even more so, as to me, I always think of autumn when experiencing said fairy tale, which is funny, considering some believe the character of Snow White to represent spring, while the evil queen represents fall. Number 2. Which fictional friend group would you trust with an Ouija board? My answer is Clary and her Shadowhunter buddies from the Immortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare. So I believe Clary and the rest of the Shadowhunters in the Immortal Instruments series, who fight monsters and demons for a living, would be the best and most obvious choice to leave with an Ouija board. I couldn't think of a better group to leave it with. Number 3. In which book setting would you love to celebrate Halloween in? I'm going to go with The Night Market by Sandra Sundin. The book takes place in a traveling market that only opens at night. Just imagine this, strolling through the dark, lanterns lighting your path, and finding all kinds of curiosities and cool magical items that you could buy. Seems like an awesome place to spend Halloween night. Number 4. The best autumn food descriptions inside of a story you've read. So I'm going to go with Cupcake by Cootie Gourmand. Okay, I'm cheating a little with this one, since it's not descriptions of autumn food, but desserts in general. Because, you see, the main character actually hosts a YouTube channel making all kinds of different desserts. So food comes up a lot in this book. Number 5. Which fictional character would you dress up as for Halloween? I am going to go with Alina Starkov from Shadow and Bone by Lee Bardugo. So since reading both the book and seeing the Netflix adaptation of it, I have loved the keftas that some of the characters wear in the series, especially Alina's. There's the one that's blue with gold accents, and of course the black one she wears toward the end of the book that also has gold accents. But if I were able to choose between the two, I would go with the blue kefta with gold accents. I just find it the prettiest, probably because blue is my favorite color. Number 6. An antagonist you would pledge your allegiance to. I am going to go with Cersei Lannister from Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. I find Cersei to be one of the greatest villains in fiction. The way she schemes and manipulates is amazing to read/watch. If I had a choice which house to serve in the world of Game of Thrones, even knowing how the story ends, I'd choose to work for Cersei just to see her working her villainous magic in person. Number 7. The creepiest book you've ever read. That's gonna have to be Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Burgundy. The story of Fahrenheit 451 is so haunting, especially as it feels it could easily become reality. The faster technology seems to be advancing. It's more of atmospheric horror, which I like the best when it comes to that genre. I like how you get this creepy feeling and it stays with you long after you experience the book or movie or whatever kind of story. Number 8, a book you yet to read but will read this October. The Ex Hex by Aaron Sterling. So the premise of this book is about a witch who curses her ex-boyfriend, and then all this trouble starts happening. It sounds like a fun romance with a cool spooky twist, and I feel like it's one of those books that you have to read during autumn because of the premise. I hope to get to it sometime soon. And number 9, which fictional character would you put in charge of decorations for a Halloween party? I'm going to go with Luna Lovegood from the Harry Potter books by J.K. Rowling. So Luna's out of the ordinary ways and fashion choice would make her an amazing party decorator in my opinion, especially for parties around Halloween. I bet it would be the talk of the wizarding world for years to come if Hogwarts let her be in charge of setting up their holiday parties. So those are my answers for the Autumn Book Tag. What would your answers be for these prompts? Let me know in the comments below. See you soon!